Hey people, what is good? Welcome to my channel, welcome back. If you've been here before, you're a keeper and you're tuned into London Living PR. That is me, hello, hiya. So I'm really trying to get on top of this YouTube malarkey, but obviously with a baby boy, it's very difficult to even find the time for myself, let alone to do a YouTube content. Let me bring this down actually. I should really adjust before, but I never do. So, I thought I'd come to you with some content. It has been not very long, but it feels like it's been long because I recorded the last two videos a week ago, but I just released them later. That did help me because it meant that I could have just a week off chilling. I haven't got my mic, that's upstairs, so just bear with me. I wanted to come to you and just talk about my weaning journey. I got these funky pants as well from Shein, so yeah, just fun fact. I wanted to talk to you about my weaning journey with Kai. For those of you that are new to the channel, hello, my name is Georgie and I've got a 6-month-old called Kyrie. I'm also a stepmummy. I just wanted to talk to you about our weaning journey, how it's been, how it was, and to be honest with you, at first it was so scary. A little bit of background is I breastfeed and I bottle feed. I'm planning to try and breastfeed for a year. If you've watched my last video, I did talk about that briefly. And then I give him 2 to 3 bottles a day as and when he needs. Sometimes it'll just, oh dear, coffee woffy. You okay? That's part of it when they were weaning. Oh, you dropped your dummy. I was like, what was that noise? I thought, what the heck? That sounded weird. Just normal mum panic, nothing new there. He's actually sat up like such a big boy right now. I'll actually insert it because it's so funny. He's sat up like a full-grown adult. And I'm just sort of keeping him from falling over. Like, this is literally it. I'm keeping him from actually falling on the floor. But he's just chilling. He's such a teenager, it's ridiculous. But anyway, so our weaning journey has been successful so far. It's been not very challenging actually. I'd say the most challenging thing is just making sure they don't choke because that gives you so much anxiety. There are different ways to know whether or not you should be weaning your child. First one, obviously go and talk to your health provider because they are the first people that will probably know whether or not your baby is ready. There's also some telltale signs. Sometimes, I mean, I'm just going by what I've Googled and researched or seen on the tinternet, but it would be things like, are they pushing their food out with their tongue? If they're pushing their food out with their tongue, it probably means they're not that ready yet. I can't remember what else it is. Just because they're looking at your food doesn't mean they're ready to have it. It just means they're intrigued, basically. Pushing the tongue out still, if you're putting things in their mouth, usually shows they're not ready. Kai's already teething, which is quite a good sign to know he's like got the equipment in there to be able to chew. But even if they haven't got teeth, you can still do the same thing. So I'd say those are the main things. I would also say don't give up on one thing. So for example, he hated avocado when I first gave it to him and now he loves it. So you just got to keep going. I think it's like 10 times before they actually take in the tastes. So I would make sure you get that sorted and just do your own food for a while. I highly recommend the Ella Kitchen pouches. Ella's Kitchen were kind enough to send us some samples of their range and I'm absolutely obsessed. He loves the food pouches and it's just, yeah, I think we're going to continue to use them. You can even take them on flights. I thought they would explode, I don't know why, but they don't. You can take them with you on holiday. Most airlines, you can actually buy the pouches on the flight as well, which is really good to know. So yeah, loads of different things, but I would say with weaning, just make sure you've got confirmation from someone else to say, yeah, it's all good to go from a health professional. And then just test things, test textures. I gave Kai a chicken bone the other day. I took most of the chicken off of it because obviously I don't want him to choke. But yeah, there's lots of different things that they can try and explore. I'm trying to do water weaning, but he just doesn't want it. He's like, where's the milk in this? This is not what I'm after. I've tried doing it in a different bottle. I've tried doing it in his normal bottle. He's just not interested. He literally just is like, no, this is not my milk. No, thank you. So yeah, highly recommend having a look into that and really sorting that weaning journey out, because it's not easy. It is not easy, I swear to you. So that being said, highly recommend getting yourself one of these. This is a Bibadoo coverall. I will link it in the description, and you can actually use my discount code, which I'll put on the screen. They do so many different ranges, so many different colours. Honestly, this basically stops them getting absolutely food everywhere, because you don't want that, especially as a parent. Sorry, do you want me to skip this? An advert's come on, he's just watching some TV. We're watching some dancing fruit today. Oh, so I would say get yourself a Bibadoo coverall. I'm not even saying this because obviously it's an ad, like I'm gonna get discount. I'm not gonna get discount. I'm obviously getting commission from this, but that's not why I'm saying this, because I've already made enough. Like, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, that's not what it is. I just want every mum to have an easy life. I gave it to one of my friends who, we had a baby at the same time, and she's like, this is actually so good, like even the quality, I was not expecting this. So highly recommend going to check them out. As I said, I've got a discount code, which I think is LLPR. Again, I've linked it so you can see. And they do so much other stuff to do with weaning on their account. They do plates, cutlery, drinking utensils, just you name it for weaning, it's on there. So make sure you go and check them out. I think at the minute it's buy one get one free, so just a heads up, if you are going on there, you might get some lovely extra stuff. I'm not going to talk heavily on the weaning stuff. I'll insert some videos. Our journey's been really good. As I said, Kai really wants to explore with his food. He's absolutely brilliant. Like, I actually can't fault this baby. He is my angel. He actually has got stuffed animal. I should have put his coverall on. He was making a little fuss. He'd had his dinner, and then he sat at the table with us, and I had avocado on my plate, and I gave him some, and now I've got it everywhere. This is why you should use a coverall. You see, if I'd have put that on him like a smart woman, we'd have been fine here. But I didn't, and I forgot. He is an absolute little angel. He's been so good with his weaning. He's had mini roast dinners. He loves mackerel. Oh my goodness, tinned mackerel is one of his favourites. He loves actually any fish, salmon he likes. Honestly, this kid, I think he's gonna be a right foodie. 100% get them sorted on their weaning journey and you won't regret it. That is everything. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to stay tuned for more videos. See ya.